Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back in the building. It's Thursday, chat. Oh man, make no mistake about it. You're the first comment. Let's go. I love the username, I must say. Maybe I'm a little biased, chat, but we are back in the building. It's Thursday. Oh man, Midwest Trader. He's back like he never left. You are correct. You are correct, Amando. We're back in the building. What a crazy price action day yesterday, chat. And then you had a crazy amount of earnings that took place after market close. Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Chipotle. Globex Open looked crazy. Pulled up the charts and saw Globex Open was looking like a movie, chat. 300-point pop to the upside. NQ Trader, DMONEY, what up? Hey, what up? How are you? I don't know how, but I blew 2 accounts in this chop yesterday. Yeah, it happens. Make no mistake about it. Definitely happens. But never fear. The BDH is here. We are back in the building. Can't believe that it's already April 30th, chat. Feel like yesterday was my birthday, right? I mean, KB Trades 98, what up? DMONEY, hey, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. And Thursday, Tim, yeah. I mean, where does the time fly? Where does the time fly, chat? That is the question. Where does the time fly? But never fear, we are here. Gonna try to make a little money, so don't you worry. Well, we're gonna see what we can get today, chat. We're gonna find out. James, good morning, DMONEY, BDH. Passed my first eval last night on that Asia session. Couldn't have done it without you and PW teaching. Forever grateful. Hey, we appreciate the $5 tip. You didn't have to do it, but we definitely, it's greatly appreciated. Thanks for the kind words, but we don't take credit for that. You did all the hard work, so congrats to you. Norton Trades, time flies when you're blowing accounts. Oh man, I'm not laughing at the just a funny comment, chat. So I'm not trying to obviously wish that anybody blows accounts, but I wasn't expecting that this early in the morning. That is very early. We would give you a timeout, but I mean, it's feel bad giving somebody a timeout at 9:07. So we almost want to give you a timeout just for, I don't know, man. Use the code PW. Make no mistake about it, chat. Lucid accounts, 40% off. You guys saw me rocking out with my Lucid Flex 50K accounts yesterday. We're going to do the same today. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So why am I a fan of Lucid accounts, guys? We talked about this yesterday, but we're going to get the party started the right way. These Lucid Flex accounts using the code PW, $98, guys. Reset fee, $95. You got a profit target of $3,000. There's a 50% consistency rule in the eval phase. So I like to use the example of the 50K account just because probably one of the most popular account sizes, but profit target 3K, max loss limit 2,000. Got end of day drawdown, chat. There's no daily loss limit, however, right? So unlike the pro account, pro account, you're able to pass in one day. You do have a daily loss limit, however, of about $1,200. $1,200 is DLL. So Lucid Flex, once you get to the funded stage, chat, there is no consistency rule. So you can make how much money you want to make. There's no consistency. So use the code PW. You already know. You gotta love it. What do I think about Lucid Direct tennis? Yeah, they're not. So Lucid Direct is your third option, chat. So if you're not familiar, that's basically the straight to funded accounts, right? So there is no evaluation. Make no mistake about it. So it's a good idea if you, I would say, if you feel confident in your trading and you're ready to get things rolling. Maybe you've got multiple payouts, you're feeling confident, etc. Right? Why not? So 50K example, 364 using the code PW. You got a max loss limit of $2,000, chat. However, there is a DLL of $1,200. So you got a daily loss limit basically of $1,200. So keep in mind your consistency rule, the major difference with the straight to funded account. And this is happening pretty much across the industry, chat, where you see this, right? I believe TraderFi is the same way. You have a 20% consistency rule on the straight to funded accounts. So keep that in mind, chat. So in this example, right? So if you're trying to get to 3K in your account, as an example, right? And you're trying to get the max payout, then you can't have more than $600 basically, right? 20%. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. Your biggest profit day shouldn't be more than $600. So just be mindful of that. But definitely, yeah, if you're maybe you're over evals and you wanna skip straight to the funded phase, well, make no mistake about it, Lucid had you covered with the direct accounts. So long story short, you got options. You got options, chat. You already know. Did you use micros on your 50K accounts? No, I'm using typically one mini. Typically one mini. So, good morning, DMONEY. Shout out to Nova, 9 to 5. Good morning, DMONEY. I love your patience. Hey, I appreciate that. I definitely tried, chat. Still got stuff I got to work on, like the next trader. So, make no mistake about it. But we're going to get the party started. We're going to map out yesterday's daily candles high and low, chat, as always. So, let's see how we're sitting. Clearly, I mean, all-time highs. After all-time highs, chat. I mean, that is just what we're dealing with at the moment. So your daily chart, you can see that now the good news is, chat, we are not inside of yesterday's daily candles range at the moment, right? So we are above it. Make no mistake about it. We are above it. So the question's gonna be, will that continue to the upside, right? So I just got to zoom in on this real quick, guys. So the high, 27,414. Yesterday's daily candle, right? So you got 414 as the high. We know we had FOMC yesterday as well, chat. You got the low of yesterday's daily candle, 27,094. So I love to map out the previous daily candles high and low, and that just gives you a point of reference where you kind of know if we are kind of hanging out inside of yesterday's daily candle range, or are we expanding in either direction, right? So there it is. We got the daily candle high and low mapped out, chat, for yesterday. We are currently above it, sitting at 27,503. So I do see on the hourly chart, this is the hourly chart that we're looking at. Man, I mean, I hate to say it, chat, but we've had quite a few bullish candles. Oh, man. Quite a few bullish candles for the last, for multiple hours since 2 a.m. 7. Cray. So for the last 7 hours, we've had bullish candles on a 1 hour chart, chat. So is there a need for a pullback? That's the question of the day. So current candle is bearish at the moment. So maybe we get some kind of pullback towards 400 level, and then maybe an expansion higher. We know that we got highs sitting here from yesterday, chat. 27,622.25. So there is room to the upside if the bulls get the party, keep the party going. However, I would love some kind of pullback, to be honest, before the expansion higher, chat, after having 7 hours of basically bullish candles. Now these candles down here had some had a bit of a struggle, right? You got wicks top and the bottom from basically 3 a.m. going for it, right, for 3 hours, but you still would probably anticipate some kind of retracement to the downside. So we're gonna find out either way. We're gonna see if we can make a little money. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. You checking candles at 2 a.m.? I'm referencing candles at 2 a.m. because you're looking at what price has done. All right, how price has reacted. And you've had 7 bullish candles since 2 a.m., sir. That's important information to know, that we've had basically 7 hours of bullish candles, right, on a 1 hour chart. Doesn't mean that we can't continue to the upside, but you need to reference that, because a lot of times you will get some kind of pullback, even if they're going to continue higher. So we're gonna drop lost in space. Nah, the past means nothing in trading. Haha. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of funny how people, like, they get all they get all fired up, chat, when you say certain things, right? You just need to kind of reference, and we'll see what happens. We're gonna drop a poll in the chat. Don't you worry. We're gonna see how you guys are feeling out there. See, take a pulse check of the chat. We're gonna give you 3 options as always, chat. We like to give you options around here. It's always fun to get the party started. So we got the poll rocking. Get your votes in, chat. I'm very curious today to see how this is gonna play out. And I want to know how you guys are feeling out there. So we got 2,600 people tuned into the show, chat, almost 27. We're going to ramp up here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Make no mistake about it. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We rock out no later than 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, trying to make a little money. So we got to keep the streak alive of having 1,000+ likes before 9:30, chat. So you got 3 options in the poll. Pump, dump, or I'm confused. So because we know that there's some people that they don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen, chat. But it's good to have some kind of, right? You want to have some kind of idea of what the market has done. And we're looking to join the momentum either direction. So I don't really care if the market is bullish or bearish as a momentum trader. I'm just trying to join the party in the direction of the momentum. So I'm still confused. Oh, man. So this daily candle does have quite a bit of, current daily candle has quite a bit of bullish momentum, chat. Right? A lot of bullish momentum on the daily candle. So that is very interesting. Just need to see if we can keep it going to the upside. You've had a crazy grind, right? Higher highs and higher lows pretty much forming on the 5-minute chart. So this is the area that we need to be cautious of up here, chat. So $27,620 area. Those are previous highs that were put in. So we'll see as we get a little closer how the price action starts to form out. It's the end of the month. Does that mean that people will be taking profit? I mean, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Pump and dump? Maybe. I think it's smart to be patient. We know that it's been some crazy movement, chat, over the last few days, so gotta be smart. Let the market open up, I think, do its thing, and then I'm gonna try to join the momentum in either direction. What a crazy, I mean, you had FOMC and the crazy earnings, chat. That's basically, I mean, we talked about it yesterday. There's gonna be some fireworks, and we definitely got fireworks, right? If you missed yesterday's, what I'm referring to, so this was that 4 o'clock 5-minute candle. You had a long wick top and the bottom, and then you had some crazy movement, chat, right? Just back and forth price action. Look at the bottom wick on this candle. 100-point bottom wick, Just all kind of craziness going on with the earnings printing. $4.10, because you had earnings dropping at 405, like 410, right? Here's a 200, almost 200 point 5-minute candle. The next candle had a retracement pushed up, right? 420, you had another pump to the upside. So let's see what we get today. So Apex chat, we talked about it yesterday. We know we had some degens in the chat. Apex is 90% off using the code PW, chat. You got options. You got options. You got end of day drawdown and you have trailing drawdown. One of the major advantages that people love clearly about Apex was you're able to trade 20 accounts. You're able to get 20 accounts, chat. And now with the end of day drawdown accounts as an option, why not? Use the code PW. You already know. So we had this, we talked about this yesterday, chat, but we'll do a quick rundown on the Apex end of day drawdown account, because we know that very popular at the moment, right? So you got the 50K account, the profit target remains the same as the trailing drawdown accounts, $3,000 end of day drawdown, $2,000, but you do have a daily loss limit, chat, of $1,000, right? So now there's no consistency rule in the eval phase. Once you're funded, you got a 50% consistency rule. So if you're looking to take the $1,500 payout per account on Apex 50K end of day drawdown accounts, you need to make $3,600, right? $3,600, guys. But you can actually have your biggest day can't be more than 1,800, right? If you want to stay within that 50% consistency rule. 30 days to pass the evaluation, and then you got the monthly PA as well, right? So just be mindful of that. So Apex 90% off using the code PW. You already know. So 777 million guys paid out since 2022. That's great with Lil Ray Ray. I think that definitely qualifies, chat. You gotta love it. Yeah, there's still a lifetime PA fee. Yes. You have 30 days on the evaluation. That's the difference now, right? On the new accounts, you have so if you're not trading a legacy account, you have 30 days basically to pass the evaluation, and you have 7 days to activate it after you pass the evaluation, chat. Right? So when you pass the evaluation, you got 7 calendar days to activate. So we're getting ready here. We got less than 3 minutes, guys. 2 minutes and 10 seconds here. We're gonna finalize the poll. You got about 10 seconds to get your votes in for the poll. Right now, 43% feel like we're going up at market open. You got 38% feel like we're gonna dump, and then you got 19% that are still confused, chat. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. So we're ramping up. We got 3,900 people, guys. Hit the like button. We got to keep the streak alive of 1,000 likes before 9:30, chat. We're sitting at 754 likes. That's cray with Lil Ray Ray. So So do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. We got to get the party started. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, we're going to finalize the poll here because you have about a minute until market opens up. And you got your results. 43% feeling like we're going to pump. 38% we're going to dump. And then 19% feeling like we're like they're confused, guys. So there it is. There's your poll. Trying to hit 1,000 likes, guys. We're almost there. We're at 990 likes. We need 10 more likes to hit 1,000, guys. Come on, man. As we get ramped up here for market open. All right, looks like we hit 1,000 likes, guys. So the streak remains alive. I appreciate the support. Let's keep the party going. All right, so market is open, chat, and you got a straight down reaction here. $27,458. Kind of, you know, a lot of bearish momentum kind of stepping in here to the downside. And you do have that 27,414 level kind of sitting there, right? Which we know is yesterday's daily candles high. So we're retracing to that level, guys, pretty quickly there. Massive drop right at the open. Market hasn't even been open. I mean, you got the first minute. That was the first minute, right? All right, so there's a top. Yesterday's daily candle. Yeah, this is a flush McGush here, chat, to the downside. Getting a flush McGush. So let's see how this plays out. For shorts here, guys. So shorts are printing. There is 27,392 straight down. Manipulation? Yeah, maybe. We're gonna find out. So keep in mind now, this is the daily chart, right? Kind of having this retracement back down, chat. So let's see how this plays. You got no top wick on the current 5-minute candle. About a minute and 50 seconds left. Pretty drastic downward momentum there, about 104 points, right? Starting to bounce back up. Now, what's very interesting here, Chad, is that we're right at the 14 EMA on the 1 hour chart, right? This is the 1 hour chart's 14 EMA, 27,386. So definitely a lot of selling pressure here, kind of stepping in. Got the 5-minute ORB that's going to be set up here in about a minute. So we're going to start mapping out the high and low. And this is a flush McGush. So the high so far, 27,491.50. $341.25 is the low. So far, right? I got about 10 seconds left here, chat. Crazy move to the downside here. 5-minute chart. All right, here's your 5-minute ORB. It is set. So you would expect maybe a swipe of the low and then a push up. Push back up here. So we just swiped the low, maybe a push back up towards 388. 200 EMA, guys. 5-minute chart. Pretty drastic flush. So you would have to be quick on the trigger, chat, right? For expecting like a pop here to 389 or 390, possibly, right? You got a bottom wick on the current 5-minute candle, but let's see how this plays, because the market clearly at the moment is super bearish, right? Super bearish. So let's see if we can get back above 350 area. Could be looking at 390. Trend is your friend though, right? And right now there's a lot of bearish momentum. So but the market loves to retrace to these EMAs. So keep an eye out here for a possibility of a push up here to about 390. Chat. Got to be quick on the trigger. So I'm trying that long. And this account's not even. Hold on 1 second here, chat. We got 26. All right, there it is. That's over 15 points. That's 20 points, guys. Push back up, right? So got to be smart here, though. You had a quick pop of about 20 points. And you got the retracement already, right? So pretty quick kind of retracement there. So if you took it and you're able to bag it, congrats. I actually wanted more upside, and we're not going to get it now, right? So you gotta love it. So I'm gonna scrap that, guys. I had the 20 points, and if you took it, congrats. But you got more downside, so I had to close that trade. So we'll see what else I can get here. The momentum obviously is to the downside here. We had a break of the ORB low. Had a quick like 20 plus points. I know a few of you probably caught it, but By the time I switched over, it was already dropping back the opposite direction. So we'll see if I can catch another setup here. And the market is clearly, the downtrend is strong here, guys. Right? The downtrend is strong. So that was just a quick momentum trade. It had to be quick to the trigger to basically kind of lock in a profit there of about 30 points. So it is what it is. Beauty of it is that it looks like there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market. So we'll see if we can catch another setup here. Nice gap. Yeah, it was pretty, right? I mean, you had a quick, very quick, and it's a little, you got 30 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle, chat, and you're kind of watching to see how this plays out. We're closing under the ORB, obviously, at the moment, so that's still bearish. I have, so we'll see how this closes out in the next 12 seconds. All right, so more downside, chat. She gone. All right, so this 15-minute candle, ORB, right? It's kind of setting up to be a monster flush. I mean, this is pretty drastic here, right? To the downside, chat, from 491. You're talking a 218-point drop. Higher time frame is super heavy as well. So, right, this is your 1 hour candle, super heavy. So they're gonna flush Magush. Continuation, right? You got to 27,089. That's the closest level of support on the 1 hour chart down here, chat, right? So you're kind of looking at this level to see if it holds. They lose that level, could be looking at 27,094. All right, so push back up here. We got a minute and 40 seconds left, guys, for the 15-minute ORB to be set. We know that it's super bearish. Gonna and start mapping this out. So the low, 27,271. So there's your ORB 15-minute candle range, kind of setting up here, getting a bit of a pushback to the upside. Had a lot of selling pressure in the market. $220 points. So let's see how this plays. Push right back up. All right, so 15-minute ORB is going to be set here, guys, in about 10 seconds. So we had the first trade that was you were up about 20 points very quickly, and you had a retracement back down. So now we're kind of waiting to see how this plays, right? 15-minute ORB set, super bearish. No top wick on the current on that 15-minute candle. 271 is the low of the range. So we don't have red folder news today, chat. We got Chicago PMI actually 945, which is now, and then you have CB leading index at 10 o'clock, natural gas storage at 10:30. So quite the range. Probably, I think, one of the biggest ranges that we've seen in a while on NQ at the open, to be honest, right? Over 200 point range. So I guess the question is going to be now, is 271 going to hold, right? And be basically the low that kind of holds up, and then it spin back to the upside. Basically on the 15-minute chart, dig into this wick, the 15-minute opening range candles wick. And then it span back up. Got the lows here already established. So now, if you're a bull, you don't want 271 to get taken out, chat. You want that to be basically the low of this session, right? And then we basically span back out of this to the upside. It will continue down. Yeah, maybe. You need to swipe those previous lows, though, for that to happen. So we know that we've had a lot of selling pressure. So the funny thing is, we just wiped out all those 1 hour candles that we were talking about, chat. We wiped out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those candles, 5 of the 7 candles lows we took out in one 1 hour candle. So that is a lot of lows that got swiped on a higher time frame. If you haven't already, chat, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Got to keep the party alive. Got to keep the streak rolling. We're at 1,200 likes, guys. We can do better than that. Got to get to 2,000 plus. You got Apex 90% off using the code PW. $27,239 is the target. I mean, I got that levels mapped out on my chart, right? These lows down here could get hit, but you got 10 minutes left on the current 1 hour candle, chat. Let's see how this forms out, because could be forming some kind of bottom here. So if we're able to get back above 366, you could be targeting 414 or higher, chat, on a V-shaped recovery. And so far that low is holding at the moment, right? So that 271 low, ORB low, is holding at the moment. So question is 290 area, chat. 290 is an area that you're watching, right? Can we stay above 290 for the longs for a recovery? Or is that pump, you know, is that it? Because we know we've had a lot of bullish momentum in the market. And a nice size healthy retracement clearly has occurred on a higher time frame. So swiped out 5 previous 1 hour candle lows. That is a lot. But it could be more in the tank here for downside momentum. Not looking great for the bulls at the moment. Looking heavy. Looking a little rollover here, chat. So let's see if we break these lows, right? So if we break the lows, this if we lose the lows with momentum, chat, below 271, got to be targeting lower 200s. I mean, that's just what it is. So we'll see how this plays out here. All right. So the shorts bears are very aggressive here, chat, right? So you're looking to see how can they hold this level, right? Or is it just going to be a swipe and then a push right back up, right? Off the ORB low, because we just put in a lower low. So it's shaping up to be like one of those days where you get the low put in, You get a reaction right back up. About a minute, 20 seconds left. Current 5-minute candle. All right, so I'm trying to short here, guys. Entry was 259. So let's see if we get the momentum here to the downside. On this account, right? So this is a Lucid Flex account. We are getting some choppity chop here. All right, that's over. That's over 5 points. All right, guys, there it is. There was right at 15 points. There it is. You gotta love it. I won at 189, chat, to the downside. All right, there's a little bit more. There's 25 points, guys. Let's go, baby. Come on, guys. We'll take it off. There's a 25-point winner. You gotta love it. Drop a W in the chat if you took the short there. You gotta love that. 25 plus points on the downside, guys. Saw the momentum building up. Had to take the trade. Make no mistake about it. Come on, man. Come on, man. $4,500 for your combine. Nice. I'm going to Olive Garden. Oh, man. Yeah, so I want to see how this hourly candle closes, chat. I want to see how this hourly candle closes out, to be honest. So, and the reason why is because you got less than, I mean, it's a lot of bearish momentum, chat, right? A lot of bearish momentum on a 1 hour candle. I mean, this thing is cray little ray. But we know that we got lows. Yesterday's low, 27,094, chat. So the thought process here is, hey, if it's gonna be a nice trend day to the downside, there should be more entries. We just had a close underneath basically the ORB, and you got 3 minutes left on the current 1 hour candle. So you got an area mapped out down here. The low of the gray box is 27,174, chat. So that could be an area of interest. So we're gonna find out either way. If you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little money. Trying to get to 2,000 plus likes. Got to keep the streak alive of 2,000 plus likes on the AM show, chat. Come on, man. And you're getting more of the flush McGush here to the downside, chat. Into the box. Man. Couldn't even switch over. So there's the drop there, chat. Keep an eye out for 27,176. Bottom of that box. You just hit it. It's kind of funny. We've been hitting these targets all week, chat. All week long. Been mapping out these support and resistance level. They've been getting hit. So If you took the short there and you held it, we just got to 27,202. So got multiple accounts I'm working on here, chat. Lucid Flex accounts, obviously, we talked about. Right, so this account here is up $1,620. Had a trade last night, obviously caught some momentum this morning. This account's up $1,620. And we'll see what else we can get. As we get close to this 1 hour candle closing out. What up, D? Just tapping in. What did I miss? Yeah, we just had a nice short 25 plus points to the downside. You got a lot of momentum to the downside here, obviously on the 1 hour chart. And we're waiting for this 1 hour candle to close. So that way, you know, I want to see a retracement, guys. And then if we're really gonna flush, hey, let this 1 hour candle close out. You get the next candle pushes up, form some kind of top wick, and then we expand lower to the downside towards 27,094. Here's a new candle open. One hour chart. The last time we tapped this box, chat, we did have a bullish reaction, right back the opposite direction. That was 2 a.m. We had a bullish reaction right back up off these levels. So is that going to happen today? That's the question, right? During this session. $15-minute chart. I mean, they're trying. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a pop here, guys. Even if they're going to drop it lower, right? You get some kind of pop and then maybe some kind of retracement. $223. Would I recommend a 25K or a 50K account for beginners? Yeah, I would be honest and tell you that probably the 50K account, only because you got a little bit more wiggle room from a drawdown standpoint, right? You get $2,000 to draw down. So obviously use the code PW. There's the pushback up, chat. Not surprised. This is the first 5-minute candle of the 1 hour chart. 1 hour new candle that just opened up, as well as the 4 hour, right? So got to be mindful of that. Still early. Doesn't mean that the market has shifted bullish as of yet, but keep in mind that we did have a bullish reaction the last time we tapped inside of that box. And this is kind of nasty, chat, if you kind of look at it, right? I mean, look at the barcode. You gotta love it. A lot of expansion, but it's still kind of like stuck in a range, right? Believe it or not, that's the funny part. So this is your 5-minute chart. And you can see how you got a doji candle and then a push right back up. About a 68-point push. Can you put the background time frame on the chart? It says it on the chart. If you look at underneath the time, it says 5 minute. This is a 5 minute candle. I don't know what else you want me to do. Literally, if you look at where it says live and it has the timestamp, you should be able to see the time. This is the 5 minute chart. So you can also see the timer on the right hand side of the screen, the countdown. You can tell what time frame I'm on by looking at the countdown on the candle, right? There's literally underneath the price on the right hand side of the screen, 27,293. You got 18 seconds left. This is the 5 minute chart, right? So and when the next candle opens, you're going to see it says 5 minutes. You can see it on the screen on the far left as well. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, it's always, you gotta love it. All right, so pretty bullish reaction there, chat, off that support level, right back up. If we're able to pop 27,302, we could be targeting the 14 EMA sitting at 27,350 area, 355. So, you know, the question is, was that enough bearish momentum for the bulls to say no, we're not having that, and we're headed back up? That's the question. Daily chart does have a long top wick, doesn't look great at all. This is a new 4-hour chart, chat. The problem is now, why this is a little bit more difficult is because that top wick on the previous 4-hour candle, chat, is sitting all the way at 27,550, right? So that's a lot of room to the upside if they're gonna have a deeper retracement. So you're being mindful that you would want to start seeing previous candles lows get taken before probably wanting to get short here, because there's so much room to the upside because of the top wick on the previous higher time frame candle, right? So you get back below 236, I think you're looking for more shorts to the downside, targeting lower 170, 27,170. But if we can't break below previous 5 minute candles low, then you're looking at potentially a pop towards 27,350 on the 5 minute chart. So there's a reaction right back down at the moment. So let's see how this plays out, chat. Yeah, seconds can't be added, guys. Come on, man. Chat. If you are, I mean, I'm literally, you can see the time frame. I'm calling out the time frame. You see a timer on the right-hand side of the screen. You know what time frame it is because you see the timer. That's it, chat. Like, we're not adding seconds and all this stuff to the chart. We're not, it's not happening. So it's not happening. I can tell you that right now. I'm out of that long D-Money for another $5 grand. Nice. Yeah, see, all right. So now You see, chat, how we just broke previous candles low, so bears are back in control now, right, to the downside. So you're targeting, could be targeting down here towards 27,176, chat. We just lost that low. That's not great for the bulls, right? We should have held that if we were going to push higher. You're targeting down here towards 175. Don't say I didn't tell you, chat. Somebody's going to say I didn't tell them, but you know what? What did we do? There's a quick trade. 223. Let me flip to this. Come on, guys. Right, there's a quick trade there, guys. Called it out to you to the downside. Don't say I didn't tell you. You had time to get in. Was up by almost 20 points and flipped over. So, all right, there it is. There's 15 points plus. We're gonna scrap that, guys. We'll take it. You had about 20 points on that drop, in all honesty, chat, to the downside. So you had to be quick. Drop a W in the chat if you took the shorts. Literally talked through that trade. So I said if we lose the previous 5-minute candles low, then you're looking for new lows. You had over 20 points on that drop, chat. You gotta love it. Now maybe you get some kind of retracement up, guys, and then you get more selling pressure to the downside. All right, 27,215. Look out to the bottom of the box, chat. Don't say I didn't tell you. Because when prices and momentum, support and resistance levels tend to hold, and you could be looking at 176 or lower. Make no mistake about it. All right, so it's trying here. $27,214. Is a support level, chat. We know that we bounced out of this level already, so you're kind of watching to see how this plays. Pushed it a little too much today. Green, $800 times 5. Red, 1,005. Locked out. Green, 1,000. Nice. Yeah, this level is they're fighting at this level, chat. Right? You're having a battle at this level inside of this gray box. So if you remember, drew the price level out from the 1-hour chart. This was a support level at 2 a.m. last overnight, and you had quite the push to the upside. So have to see what happens now. Shout out to Tanner for the $5 tip. D, any news coming out? Yeah, you had news already. We talked through it as always, right? You had news that came out. Red folder. You had red folder at 8:30, chat. Advanced GDP, core PCE. And then you had unemployment, your typical unemployment, which for some reason now they're not. So the unemployment claims they're not showing that as red folder anymore, which is a little interesting, chat. But so there's no more news on the horizon here. That does not mean that Trump won't come out and say something. Look at the bullish reaction right back up, guys, once again, off that 200 level. So let's see how this plays. It's weekly unemployment, not monthly. Yeah, but it used to be red folder. So it was a red folder event every week for unemployment claims. Trust me. I've been looking at it for the last 10 years. It used to be a red number. It used to be red folder. So, but not anymore. So it is what it is. Just funny how, because the thing is with that number, chat, like it's kind of like sometimes it had an impact on the market, sometimes it didn't, in all honesty, right? So crash to 27,000, maybe. I mean, you kind of see how we're building out for lower lows, it looks like. So if we break 200 level, chat, very quickly down possibly to 172 or lower, right? That's the thing. We need to break those lows for that to happen. And I think momentum will pick up pretty quickly to the downside. But you got to be cautious here because you got a bit of an equal low. So you want momentum to kind of pick up quickly here and flush 200. And then head to new lows. And there it is, right? So there's 195. You're looking at 175 or lower here, chat, to the downside. Make no mistake about it. Just lost those lows. If you listen to what DMONEY talks about, chat, it would be hard for me to think that you don't make the dinero, but that's just me. Maybe I'm biased, but there it is, 27,168. You gotta love it. So now, yeah, we just lost that box, guys, to the downside. 27,100 level could be in play here. Make no mistake about it. You got a ton of time left on the current 5-minute candle. Drop a W in the chat if you took the shorts there. You just got paid. You just got paid and it's not Friday. So you gotta love it. So you had the break of 200 level, chat. I literally said clearly that if we lose 200, you're gonna get to the bottom of that box. We just touched 163. So that's a 35-point drop off the lows to the downside. Do me a solid if you haven't already, chat. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Got to get over 2,000 likes, chat. We're dropping a lot of sauce here. And we're at 1,500 likes, chat. That is, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little a little disappointed there that we're not at 2,000 plus likes, chat. Do me a solid if you haven't already hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. You got Apex, 90% off, chat. Trade up to 20 accounts. You got end of day drawdown as an option. We got options around here, that's for sure, using the code PW. Could not figure out why my realized P&L was low, then figured out the short trade was still open. Yeah, that happens. Don't you hate when that it's always something, chat, right? Sometimes you kind of feel like you're like, man, like what is going on? Leave an order up and running, and I've done it all, chat. Trust me, I've done it all. D-Money, do you use ATM or do you use market order scalps? Yeah, typically Kelly Jones, it's market order. If I'm scalping, I'm just gonna hit buy market or sell market, to be honest with you. You're not gonna have time, right? Because some of these with NQ, if prices and momentum, you know, I'm trying to get in and get out, so. King Delta just passed my first Apex account challenge on the first try. LOL. Thanks, D-Money, for influencing me to try. Hey, congrats. Now the party starts, right? Once you're funded. Back up we go. Possibly. So PW always laughs at my responses, chat, because I'm like, yeah, maybe, or possibly, right? Because anything's possible in the market, but what I'll tell you is that for bulls, you need to see previous candles highs get broken. Until that starts happening, chat, you are looking for downside momentum to continue, right? So just be mindful of that. That's how you stay with the trend, right? You stay with the trend by basically if you're in a downtrend market with a lot of bearish momentum, you are looking for continuation, and you're looking for lower highs and lower lows. So I'm not looking for longs down here when we just broke a support level, right? We swiped it and we pushed back up. Now, does that mean that we can't have a recovery? Absolutely not. It doesn't mean we can't have it. Anything's possible in the market. We could easily, you know, pop 1,000 points from here. However, for me to want to get it to be interested in that, I need to see previous candles highs get taken out for me to want to join longs, right? You need to start seeing bullish momentum pick up on the lower time frame. Other than that, you're looking at simply a retracement possibly, and price is going to continue down, so you're going to end up getting chopped because you went against the trend, right? So just be mindful of that. And if it's not clear price action, there's nothing wrong with waiting for something more convincing in the market to get you to want to join. So my 2 cents. And that's just how the market kind of works, chat, right? Like, I mean, it's... One hour candle right now, just to give you perspective, it is trying to push, right? You got nice bottom wick. You had a swipe of the previous 1 hour candles low. You had a swipe of the support area to the downside, and then a push right back up. So be smart to be patient now. Called out multiple winning trades, chat. So there's nothing wrong with being patient and seeing how the market reacts. It's not even 10:30 yet, so How did you know it would drop from 200 with zero drawdown? So basically, yeah, you don't know if there's gonna be zero drawdown, right? That's like, it's impossible to know that. But when you saw price kind of building up with momentum, you are trying to join that direction. And you're looking at previous candles lows, and you're a lot of times those previous candles lows are an indication that you're right. When they get taken, you're going to get some momentum that kind of steps into the market. That's just how price works, right? How the market works. So I saw the momentum candle here, 10:05, right? And then you figured you had a retracement back up, and then once we lost that level, you would get momentum stepping into the market. Will that always work? Absolutely not, right? Nothing's 100% in trading, but you're playing probabilities, to be honest. Give me 1 second here, chat. All right, so I'm trying, got to keep you guys up to speed here. Why not? We got my Warbucks equity account, guys, that I'm shorting Nvidia on. I'm trying to ride this volatility to the downside. Make no mistake about it here, chat. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna let the position ride. You're able to trade equities with Warbucks, and I am short in my Warbucks account. Make no mistake about it, guys. Looking for new lows down here below 199 on Nvidia. Why not? Right? Because typically you get downside momentum on NQ. You get the same on Nvidia, chat. And we are printing here on our Warbucks account. You're able to trade equities as cheap as $36 with a 5K account. Make no mistake about it. We're going to let it ride to the downside here, guys. I do feel like that low is going to get taken out below 199.44. So we'll let it ride. We'll keep an eye on it, guys. Warbucks, BTC.com. We got you covered. We got equities. We got crypto. And as you can see, I'm printing here to the downside, chat. You got to love it. Make no mistake about it. There it is. So we're close to getting that low swipe, guys. So we're going to let it kind of ride out here because I do think there's going to be more downside momentum stepping in. Make no mistake about it. Today's a bloodbath in the market, guys. So why not? Let's get the party started. As NQ also sells off to the downside, we're back at 27,198. You all right? Oh, I appreciate it.
Starbucks beer.
Thank you. All right, cool. All right, so what do we got? Well, price is having a hard time kind of breaking down from 27,000. Need to, you know, in my opinion, we need to stay under 200 chat for the bears, right? You want price back under 200, because if you're able to lose 200 again and you get back below these lows, 27,162, you're headed towards 27,100 or lower. So prices, they're not giving up. The bulls are fighting a battle here. Look at the bottom wick currently forming on a 5-minute chart, chat. $15-minute candle as well, right? This is a new 15-minute candle opening up now. So if you measure out the downside momentum in the market, chat, from the ORB high to the low, 328 points, right? Roughly since 9:30, chat. So is it time for some kind of bounce back up? Maybe. Looking like it on a 5-minute chart. Looking like there's a decent sized pump here, right? That's kind of forming. To the upside. And you got the 14, you know, on the 5-minute chart, chat, you do have the 14 EMA sitting here at 293. So that would be an area of interest on the lower time frame, right? That 293 area. They're going to push us higher. Oh man, I'm trying not to laugh, guys, but sometimes these comments are funny. Somebody just said it's gonna do the opposite of what I'm doing. Oh man. I got a question. Should I risk $1,000 on a 50K account per day while trading 1 mini or 500? Yeah, that's a personal. That's up to you. I can't tell you how to, you know, what your risk management should be. To be honest, that's a personal thing that you need to figure out on your own. Everybody's risk management is different. Their risk tolerance is different. So I will tell you, though, that if you're risking $1,000 per trade on a 50K account and your win rate is not, you know, if you're under 50% win rate, Well, guess what? Use the code PW. Right? So you gotta be smart, chat, on a serious note. So there's nothing wrong with having not per trade but per day, yeah. But still, it's still the same thing. I mean, even if you're risking $1,000 per day, I mean, it's you're gonna have a couple bad trades. You're $1,000 and you're done. I mean, that's, there's nothing wrong with having measured stop losses and whatever the case may be. I would say that, right? For me, I try to have no more than a 20-point stop. Sometimes you'll see it a little bit higher than that, right? You guys will see that on stream where my stop is a little bit wider, but I try not to have more than that, to be honest. Another rejection, right back down, chat. I risk 400 per trade. Yeah, everybody's different, right? You got to know it's whatever you're comfortable with. To be honest, I can't tell you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, what's the, because to be honest, you're gonna do what you want anyway. So my opinion does not hold weight on the topic, because you're gonna end up doing what you want to do. So it's totally up to you. Back and forth price action right now, chat. Do the bears have enough momentum to flush us below 27,176? That's the question. If so, 161 is in play. If the bulls keep the momentum going, no mas, right? So here's the drop. Here it is. Here it is, chat. There's the break to the downside. You gotta love it. Let me check to see where I'm at here, guys. Warbucks account, we're printing, guys. We're up $145. Let's see if I can get it to about 200. We'll close out here. Make no mistake about it. You're able to trade equities with Warbucks, guys. And I'm taking advantage of the flush McGush here on NVIDIA to the downside. Make no mistake about it. Use the code PW as always. But you're able to trade crypto and equities. And this is my Warbucks account, taking advantage of the downside momentum in the market right now and shorting NVIDIA downtown. Julie Brown, let's go. Why not? Why not, chat? So we'll keep an eye on it. And I know there's, so what it is, chat. So if you kind of look here, so I don't want to, let me make sure that, let me go to a different, because last time they got my phone number, chat. I got text messages, calls, voicemails, emails. Oh, man. So warbucksbtc.com, chat. Paid out over $500,000. If you scroll down to the bottom, you're able to trade equities, right? So you have GUI Pro, which is basically trading view, and you're able to trade right one step funding. So you have account size is starting at 5K, right? That gets you started $36, guys, which is cray with Lil Ray Ray. Where else can you go and start trading equities with $36? All the way up to 200K accounts, right? So you got options from 5K to 200K, chat. You gotta love it. So now, initially you have 80% profit split. You're able to add on a 90% profit split. The consistency you're able to add on as well, right? You're able to increase it because the initial consistency is 25%, chat, but you're able to boost it up to 33% or 50% consistency, right? So you got options there. So you gotta love it. You can trade all your top stocks, guys. Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, Google, Meta, and you know what's crazy? You had earnings yesterday, so you had a lot of volatility. So cray with Lil Ray Ray. And then on the weekends or during the week, right? You could trade obviously crypto as well. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Why not? Pretty expansive FAQ section, chat. If you got questions, you're able to go through it. Right, talks about what symbols are offered. Right, you got a whole list of all the symbols, right? So keep that in mind, chat. All right, so another low on NQ, chat, and a push right back up. So it's flirting with breaking these lows. So we can break 27,170, guys, with momentum. Look out to the downside, right? That's just what it is. Shout out to, is it Lich? First 10K month on April, really happy and still with 7 accounts on TPT, all with code PW. Let's go. You gotta love it. So the question I guess I have, chat, did we hit 2,000 likes? Did we get 2,000 likes, guys? Where are we at with the likes? We're rocking out here. It's almost 11 o'clock. We're getting close to 11 o'clock time. And dropped a lot of sauce here. Called out multiple trades, winning trades. Looks like we're at 1,900 likes. That is a womp, guys. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We out here trying to make a little monies. You gotta love it. You got some landscaping going on over there. Scott, yes, we do, sir. Somebody's the neighbors or somebody's out there doing a little trimming, apparently. Yeah, I don't think it's us though, Ginger. It's a big up from here. Yeah, it could be because we're not. We're having these bounces from these levels, right? So you're mindful of that. So we'll see. Pretty aggressive push there, chat. 5-minute candle. Right back up. Very aggressive. About a 77-point pop right back up to the upside. So didn't catch the short. Should I just sit out the day? That, you know, I'm not saying that. I'm just basically, I've called out so many. I've called out some pretty good setups. Now you're getting a bullish reaction right back up, almost 100 points. You know, about an 80-point pop right back up here, 5-minute chart. So you're definitely not trying to short this at the moment, right? You're looking to see if we reject the 27,270 area. All right, pretty strong reaction here, chat. Bulls are stepping in with momentum here. You got a nice bottom wick, 1 hour candle. So yeah, you're definitely not looking to short this. Bulls are stepping in pretty aggressively here. They said they're tired. The bulls are saying they're tired, chat. They're tired of seeing this thing drop to the downside. Look at the pop here. D, is it worth getting the add-on on Warbucks for the increased consistency? I would say yeah, because you know, it's always a little tough. You catch some banging setups and you can't capitalize, right? It's always a little tough because you have to end up closing it out. So I would say yeah, the higher the consistency, the better, to be honest. That's how it works in the prop space, right? That's just what it is. All right, so massive recovery here, chat, at the moment occurring. Make no mistake about it. 120-point recovery off the lows. Bears could not get us back below 176. And it's not stopping, guys. I mean, this thing is crazy pop here. V shape, yeah, that's what it's. I mean, that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. So let's see how this candle closes out. 5-minute chart, chat. We hit 2,000 likes. I appreciate the support, guys. I don't take it for granted. All right, so you're getting a bounce here, guys. Right back up. Shorts are not in play. So if you're shorting this, bye-bye to that account, because clearly the momentum has shifted to the upside here, chat. You're getting bazookas left and right to the upside here, guys. This is V-shaped recovery if I ever seen it. So let's see, what do we have here? We got 3. Hold on 1 second here, chat. So we got a couple of accounts we rocked out with here. So we're up 1,600 on one account, 1,670 on another account, guys. Lucid Flex 50K accounts. We'll see what else we can get today. So we're up over $3,200 on the day. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. Pretty strong V-shaped recovery forming here. And the question now, it's going to be, you know, right, is are we going to push now going into for the rest of the day to the upside? Because we know we've had quite a bit of bearish momentum in the market. And we got room back to the ORB high. We know we're sitting at 27,491 chat up to the highs, right? The highs at 930. So this is a crazy recovery. 170 points. D-Money, you're not slick. I know you're taking trades. Yeah, actually, I'm not. So I just, well, I actually switched. I did switch to longs in the Warbucks account, but haha, what a shot at D. VIP room. Yeah. Well, I mean, even if I was, I mean, I don't have to, like, okay, right? Like, if I took a trade, I don't, like, you gotta love it, guys. It's always funny how people, like, that's just how it is. I've called out, how many setups have I called out, chat? Right? That's the question. How many winning setups today have I called out? So, if I was taking a trade, am I supposed to feel guilty about it? I don't get it. So and I'm not saying the person's like trying to be rude or anything, because he put LOL, so he's probably joking or whatever, but I'm just saying. So not enough. Yeah, it's always like that, right? 3 or 4 winning trades is not enough, and it's only 10:56, so go figure. Why in with the crazy strength today? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, hey, chat, one thing we can't say is that we did get volatility so far. Right? I mean, that's the one thing that we can't say, that we did not get volatility. We got some volatility. We got a pretty massive drop. And the funny thing is, right now, the market is recovering, guys, right back up. This is a pretty aggressive push to the upside, right? Look at the current 1 hour candle. Gonna close out in 2 minutes, 33 seconds. Let's see how this thing closes out. Nice bottom wick. If you didn't catch that drop at open and lost your account, use the code PW. Oh man, that's harsh. That's harsh. For a beginner trader, micros, what would you suggest for a daily target? PW has said $20, but greed, LOL. Yeah, I know. It's always a greed factor. We're gonna wait for this 1 hour candle to close, guys. I mean, it's a crazy push here, right? So this is nice bounce off of this 15-minute chart. You can see it a lot clearer on the 15-minute chart, chat. That 1 hour support level held up pretty strong. You had a swipe of it and a push right back the opposite direction. In an hour momentum, yeah. D, I placed a sell order at 199 and take TP at 169 and caught a 30-point trade, $600. My trading IQ has improved daily watching you. Thanks. Hey, Lika, congrats. Happy for you. Got about 33 seconds left, guys, for this candle to close out. 1 hour chart. Daily candle still has that long top wick, but make no mistake about it, the bulls have stepped up and joined the party, chat. So like I said, it's hard to be short buys now after what we're seeing, right? This is a very aggressive push back up. You would have to start seeing basically some of these 5-minute candles lows get taken out to the downside, in my opinion, to want to join the party to the downside. That's just how I'm looking at it, chat. And more continuation. Very crazy push. This is a new 1 hour candle, guys. Right? You had a push straight up from 360 to 384. Talk about a recovery. Talk about a recovery, chat. Big Brawley stepped in at the 200s and said, hold my beer. Oh, man, Dort trades. Hey, apparently somebody stepped in. I mean, this is a heck of a recovery, chat, right? So I mean, if oh man, what a recovery, guys. This thing is flying to the moon. Recovery in full effect. There's 27,000 right at the 400 level. 27,403. You're looking for some kind of pullback to join the party if you didn't catch any of the longs on the way up. Kind of switch. I did, like I said earlier, guys, close out the shorts on Nvidia and switch to the longs. Got a long riding now back to the upside, right, on Nvidia. So we'll see what happens there. Had about $145, made about $145 on the short setup, and trying to play the recovery now to the upside. So we'll see how this plays out, chat. It's on my equity account, so we shall see. Warbucks BTC, use the code PW for the best deal. You got in late. Yeah, I know it should have been out the bottom, but I switched once I saw the momentum kind of pick it up. You're not going to get every entry right? I mean, you're not going to get it perfect. That's just how it is in trading. So how confident are you that you may be able to duck? Well, I mean, I'm not sure. We're going to find out, chat. All right, we're going to find out. I mean, I am feeling a little victorious. In regards to the PW horse game, if you guys didn't see that. You're able to check it out on my page. The form is immaculate. The form is immaculate, chat. I mean, this is not something you want to mess around with, right? So if anybody out there, we know we got Denny. PW was shocked, chat. He was not prepared for that form on that hook shot, chat. Listen to the finesse off the backboard. I mean, woo! If you didn't see it, you see it now. And this was me running I was getting ready, chat. I was getting ready. Right? I was getting ready. I was getting fired up for the competition. Somebody said that DMONEY didn't have the jets. Well, you are highly mistaken. Because DMONEY has the speed. You gotta love it. Oh, man. Look like I'm running from the police. No, I was not. I was running from running from the baby mama. He goes. He goes. That's me running from the baby mama. You gotta love it. That wasn't you. That was Jerome running from his baby mama. Yeah, that was, hey, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, I think now, Chad, if the longs are going to continue to print to the upside, it would be smart, right? You want some kind of pullback, higher low be put in, then you expand higher. That's just the play, right, at the moment. So, you won, but your card is most definitely under review after that game of horse. Well, Jay-Win, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't my best performance from a horse standpoint, but we got the W. So, but in full honesty, Chad, I've never missed so many jump shots in my life. So I don't know why they just didn't drop. So, but hey, Denny's next. Hey D, how many contracts are used on a 50K? Yeah, typically between 1 and 2 contracts. That's it, right? So if I see a really good setup, the entry's right, and you got a small, like you got a tight stop, meaning that maybe the stop loss is like 5 points or 7 points because the previous candle's low is sitting pretty tight next to your entry, then you know that's different, right? You can maybe size up a little bit, but how do you trade multiple accounts at once? Yeah, we leverage Tradeovate Prop, so that's the one and only platform of the BDH. You're able to trade copy. You see on the screen, you got Apex currently 90% off using the code PW. You're able to trade up to 20 accounts with Apex. But when you see me flipping to the trade screen, that's actually Tradeovate Prop that I'm flipping to. It's a platform where I physically place the trades, and they have a trade copier option. So you like to push up here, chat, right? So you could be targeting 416 from here, to be honest. I mean, a lot of bullish momentum in the market. They are not done, guys, with this push, it looks like, right? So, I mean, you will want some kind of higher low. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've had 6 green candles in a row, chat. 5-minute chart, but it's not just the candles in a row, it's the range, right? The movement that has been put in. So just be mindful that we've had currently pretty drastic push. 227 points, chat, to the upside. So ideally, you would love a push down and then a push up. If you look at the current 1 hour candle, down, this is a little bit scarier on the 1 hour chart, chat, because you got a very small bottom wick, meaning that there hasn't been a lot of retracement down. So don't get, you know, maybe we get a pop up here to 414, 415 area, then maybe we get a pullback. But I would say be cautious here because we haven't had a decent sized pullback on the higher time frame chart yet for a continuation up. So just be mindful of that, chat. Maybe we get a pop up here to like 415 and then you get the retracement down. Who knows? It gets a little riskier the higher we go, chat, without a decent sized pullback. All right, so we just hit 27,409, guys, right? So you just hit 409. Got within 5 points, 6 points of that 414 area. And the 414, that's not a made up number, chat. That's actually yesterday's daily candles high. Make no mistake about it. Somebody said I'm in at 205. Do I add? I would say probably not. You know, I think it's probably, you know, like I said, if we pop those highs, maybe you get the pullback afterwards, but say be cautious. All right, so there's attempt again, guys. 414, that's the area you're looking out for. See if it gets breached to the upside, right? There it is. So that's your daily candle level that just got tapped, chat. So now you're looking for, is that where the pullback's gonna start? Possibly to the downside. Let me check my... NVIDIA long. Yeah, it's still sitting there. So let's see. So yeah, so now you got to be careful, chat, right? Because you took out that level. If you took that trade, you actually picked up some points there, right? You had a tap of 27,415, and now you're looking for, it could be the start of the retracement down, only because we just hit that daily candle high level from yesterday, chat. So just be mindful of that. Maybe we form out some kind of higher low and then we try to push higher. What is the thought process normally if the 200 EMA and the 50 cross? Yeah, so it's a soup. So whenever price crosses the 200, chat, especially on the higher time frames, that is telling you that the trend, that's a nice trend being formed, and you're definitely looking in that direction, right? So you see how once we had this 930 candle, the drop below 1450 and 200 in one single candle, that's telling you that there's a lot of bearish momentum in the market, right? And the 200 level is a trend level, meaning that typically the trend kind of stays that way for at least for a while, right, in that direction, wherever, if it's across bullish or bearish. So if you kind of measure as close as you can get from the 200 EMA on the retracement down, you had another 200 plus point drop to the downside, right? So below the EMAs, below the 200 EMA is a bearish trend, definitely for sure, right? And then above it obviously is bullish. So if price is above all 3 EMAs, you're looking for structure to form out for higher highs and higher lows on continuation to the upside. So you will be watching here because, yeah, you don't want price now back below 27,355, guys, if the longs are going to continue to the upside. I'm not noticing when the 14 and 50 cross, you get a big old, oh, you're noticing that you get a big old bazooka. Yeah, you don't always get a large bazooka candle, but in this case, you did get it, right? You did get, but obviously, chat, make no mistake about it, that 200 EMA holds a lot more weight than the 14 and 50, right? Just because of it's a higher EMA, right? It's a longer period, so keep that in mind. All right, here's the pop here. Got a doji candle that formed, so that's a little interesting that it formed right below that daily candle level, chat. So you start losing these lows below 371, could get some bearish momentum kind of stepping back into the market. So you're watching here to see how this plays. Could be the start of a healthy retracement. So let's see how this plays out, chat. Gotta hit the restroom. I'll be right back. Hang tight. Oh man. Oh man. Definitely dropping a little Ray. No, I did not. So guys, I had a little cheese Danish there. Oh man, had to squeeze it in. Why not? Snacking with FedEx. Oh, you gotta love it. Hey D, what playlist is this? Yeah, this is deep focus music productivity on YouTube. Just pick random playlist, chat. Try to mix it up a little bit. Getting a bit of a rejection here off of those highs up there. Daily chart, guys. Could be aiming towards the 14 EMA. 27,369. Keep that in mind, guys, right? Don't say I didn't tell you. Because this is, keep in mind, we have the current 1 hour candle has no bottom wick, very small bottom wick. So that's not great when you see that, chat. A lot of times you'll get a recovery, kind of push down, form out some kind of higher low, and then we push higher. So, but even from there, about a 23-point drop to the downside. So if you get to the 14 EMA, or sorry, 200 EMA, you're sitting at 27,369. If they really want a deeper retracement, it could be down to 27,344. Kind of building out. So is this going to pull back or what? I mean, you're getting some of it now. I would anticipate 369 level in play here, chat. To the downside. Right? That's what it's shaping up to look like. So if you, and that's just going off of, you got highs up here, lower high, current lower high on the current 5-minute candle as well. So we could be in the midst of us starting to get some kind of pullback. This is your 15-minute chart bouncing right now at the 50 EMA. So you need to lose that 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart for the momentum to kind of pick up to the downside. Did you wash your hands after your little Ray? Yeah, I didn't do the little Ray, but D-Money always washes his hands. Trust me. Make no mistake about it. All right, push back up here, right? So you got down to 376. You had about a 15-point drop, and then you had to push right back up. So let's see how this plays out, chat. And that might be it. That might be the kind of day that we have where now, since we've had a lot of selling pressure, you get the bottom wicks put in. And then you just get expansion higher, right? So if you're a bull, you want us back above 410 with momentum, right? And then you're targeting for new highs up here above probably like 450 to 500 level. So let's see if this holds. We're going to find out, chat. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. So I always like to highlight, just to make sure everybody's on the same page, that we're all looped in. you got to keep an eye out for only prop firms X account, chat. So right now, talk of the town, you do have Tradeify. You're able to buy 5 Tradeify accounts at the same time, chat, which is a game changer in the industry because we know that a lot of people have wanted that, being able to purchase multiple accounts at the same time. So 40% off at Tradeify ends tonight. Use the code PW. When you buy 5 accounts, when you buy in bulk, chat, you get a 5% discount. So you gotta love it. You got options. Make no mistake about it. Somebody said my credit card was yeah, so you're kind of watching this to see how this plays out, guys, right? So I mean it's was that enough retracement? That's the question for us to push higher. Thanks, D, for everything today. Also, thanks, Ginger, for the good vibes in the chat. I got to lock out for a few hours today, so I don't give anything back. So, see you at Power Hour. Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that, Mr. Bradley. That's smart. That's smart, right? We had quite the moves, chat, right? You had a lot of bearish momentum in the market setting up today. You got a lot of bullish momentum that kind of stepped in off the support level that we got highlighted down here. 1 hour chart, right? Support level. Got to bounce right back up. So, I mean, you've had the shorts and you had some long opportunities. Pretty rapid expansion right back up here, 5-minute chart. Now price is just kind of hanging out here at 27,400. So you're looking to see if the momentum picks up, gets us above 414, and then takes off towards 491. That would be the next level of interest, which happens to be the 15-minute candles opening range high. So and there it is, right? So there's the pop. So the bulls are refusing to give up, chat. They're not giving up here. 4-hour chart, it is super bullish, to be honest. So they are having a battle here at that 414 level, but nice bottom wick, and you're trying to get some expansion. So right back up to the upside. So the question is now, right? If you go long here, I mean, you would be targeting, in my opinion, guys, that 490 level. I mean, that would be the next level, right? That could be in play. You just broke out above yesterday's daily candles high. You're targeting 490. Could be a grind to get there, but you're targeting 490. All right, there's 433. Look out here, chat. Longs are in play here. You had a break above that 414 level. You had a bit of a consolidation, and you had the expansion higher. So this is not bearish price action, right? This is bullish price action that's kind of stepping into the market again. Right, we didn't get a super heavy retracement, but we got a retracement, and clearly at the moment that was enough for the bulls to kind of regain energy to want to push higher. Up 5K on my pro account. Nice. Yes, sirski. All right, 2 minutes left on this current candle. The 30-minute candle that closed out, chat, a few minutes ago. You got no bottom wick on that candle. And you had the expansion up towards 435. So the question is, you know, do we kind of hang out a little bit before pushing higher, or is it just going to go straight to the moon? That's the question. $403. So all right, so you got these lows that were put in. 375 held up, 389 held up, right? These higher lows on the way up. So I'm checking here because, so let me see. You got to be a little cautious here, only because of no bottom wick on that 30-minute candle, guys. Where this you know, is this it? You know, because you're almost better off getting in on some kind of retracement and then kind of trying to ride it to the upside back above that 430 level if you didn't catch that pump. But 389 is the level that needs to hold up. Previous candle low 389 needs to hold. 1 hour chart, it is bullish. Very small bottom wick though. So 24 minutes left on that current candle. So this could be some kind of fake out. You had a pop, retracement, pop. So is this the retracement and then continuation Like higher, or do we need more downside? We're gonna find out, chat. So if you look at these last few candles, chat, compared to the momentum candles down here, right? Look at the 1045 5-minute candle. Look at the candles after that. Look at the size of those candles and the momentum in the market. And then look at these candles starting at 11:10. See how they're small candle bodies and all that? So you got to be mindful that this is that time where a lot of times you get kind of like we got the high that was put in. But that could be it for the moment. So we were able to put in that high at 435, and then you got the pullback. So let's see how this plays out. See how it plays out, chat. If you miss if you missed last night's games, we're gonna cover that, and then we'll do the weather report. So if you miss yesterday's games, guys, in the NBA, unfortunately the Lakers lost last night. So yeah, yeah. Lakers lost last night. Tonight you have the Knicks and the Hawks. That series, the Knicks lead that series 3-2. You got Boston and Philly at 8 o'clock, chat. And then you got my other series that I'm keeping an eye on, the Nuggets and the Timberwolves at 9:30. Gotta love it. So you had Austin Reeves. He came back yesterday. They just couldn't pull it out. So now you got game 6 on Friday night. Do you know if Only Props has received my email? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, if you sent it, I'm sure they have it. But I don't obviously I don't have access to that email, right? That you're sending it to. I'm not the one that manages that email account. So there it is. As far as the NBA, chat, you got to love it. So we'll see what happens. You know, can the Lakers pull it off? Unfortunately, I'm hearing that what I read yesterday is that Luka won't be back. Even if they win this series, he won't be back for next series. So I'm a little disappointed, not going to lie. All right, so here's your pullback in full effect here. '76ers will win against the Celtics. You think so? You think so, really, though? You think they'll... I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. All right, here's your weather report, chat. So Fort Lauderdale right now, currently 84 degrees, mostly cloudy. The high today is going to be 87. The low overnight was 71 degrees. It looks like at 12, we will have plenty of sunshine. That's going to get us throughout the rest of the day, believe it or not, chat. So it's going to be pretty sunny conditions expected at 12 until sunset. So you got sunset today at 7:51. So if you're one of those people out there that likes to take long walks on the beach, we got you covered. We got you covered in Fort Lauderdale, at least for that. So sunsets at 7:51. That's your weather report brought to you today by the BDH and DMONEY. You got to love it. This pullback can piss off already. Oh man, Vasey, you are very aggressive. You are very aggressive with the pullback. Clearly you wanted longs. But I mean, a lot of times the pullback's healthy, right? So if you caught the breakout to the upside up here to 435, you're fine. You're waiting now for, you know, maybe some higher lows to be put in, and then we expand higher. I mean, that's just what it is. There's not much you can do about it. We know that we had the thing that's was a little shaky is, like I said earlier, we did not have a bottom wick on a 30-minute candle, guys, at all, right? There is no bottom wick. So, and you popped the previous highs already. So a lot of times when you see that, you will get a retracement down. There's not much you can do about it. You just got to be patient, because if we're going to trend higher for the rest of the session today, this is simply going to be a higher low, and then we just spin back out of it to the upside. That's all. Nothing you can do. This could be it, right? Somebody's saying this could be a total reversal. It could. We're going to find out. Why not entering along now? Because there's nothing telling me to get long. Oh man, there's nothing telling me to get long right now. We just had a pullback, right? So what do you see on the 5-minute chart right now that's telling you to take a long at the moment, right? We know that the previous candle's high is sitting at 27,404. So why would I want to get long here? There's no guarantee that these maybe you're saying because it's at an EMA, maybe that's what you're looking at, but there's nothing that guarantees you that the EMA is going to hold, right? Like, and look, it's not holding right now, so I don't see a long right now. D-Money, are you going to be streaming next week? Yeah, I'm going to be streaming next week, chat. So next week, PW it's going to be streaming the morning sessions. And then I'm going to come on at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to rock out 12 to 4, and PW is going to do the morning stream. So we got you covered, AM and the PM. Don't you worry. You got Apex right now, 90% off, chat, using the code PW. You're able to get up to 20 accounts, end of day drawdown, or trailing drawdown accounts. You got options. You got options. Are you on later? Yeah, I'm going to come back today so same schedule for the rest of the week, chat. So I'm going to come back today at 2 o'clock and go rock out 2 to 4. And then tomorrow it'll be the same thing, 9 to 12:30, come back at 2, rock out 2 to 4. And then next week, because remember, chat, PW's traveling this week. So he did post that I think he said he's doing like 12 hours of driving today. So he's obviously headed to Cali. So he'll be doing the mornings next week, and I'll be rocking out 12 to 4. So that's the plan for next week. This week's schedule for the rest of the week is going to remain the same, chat. 9 to 12:30, 2 to 4. You gotta love it. D-Money, do you see 27,600 Asia high later today? I mean, it all depends. It all depends on... Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. But you definitely would expect to see... people are upset because you're not automatically getting long, but... After you've seen a recovery after a pretty decent downside momentum shift, we just had a recovery, chat, of 260 points. So this could be expected that we get some lower lows being put in here in the market. That's just how it works, right? It never moves in a straight line forever. you had a lot of bullish momentum in the market, and now you're getting some retracements down. So got to be patient. We'll see what happens. For longs, you would expect to start seeing basically previous candles highs get broken to the upside. Until then, you're not even thinking about longs, in my opinion. You wouldn't even be considering longs. I know some people don't want to hear that, chat, but that's the reality. And when you see a 1 hour candle that looks like this, right after a previous candle's high was already broken to the upside, you are going to be cautious, right, of longs right now. Do you take the long when it breaks the last candle high or wait for close? Yeah, a lot of times I'll take it when it breaks the high. It depends on if it prices a momentum, right? If you're feeling good, there's decent sized candles, all that, yeah, then you could be looking for continuation. It just depends on the setup. A lot of times the momentum that me and PW talk about, chat, we're looking at the open, obviously market open, etc., right? That's when you're going to get typically a lot of momentum in the market. So now's that time. It's like 11:40, almost 12 o'clock. And a lot of times the momentum honestly dries out a little bit. So you got to be cautious. Meaning that the market gets a little slower going into that lunchtime. But shorts here look, to me, in my opinion, guys, right, you'd be looking almost to ride this down towards 27,270. You're not looking for longs right now, chat. So we just closed below all. So, and especially if this current 5-minute candle, if it closes below all 3 EMAs, you know, it's hard for me to want to be bullish. So it works the same way, chat. You're above all 3 EMAs. That's a strong uptrend. If you're below the 3 EMAs, and I'm referring to the 14, 50, and 200, if you're below them, that could be the start of a pretty solid downtrend. So that's just how the market moves. So if you guys haven't already, check out my X account, Demarius Trades NQ. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Look at this guy, Jerome. Somebody, the dude TLR had Jerome at the press conference yesterday, chat. And then you got Chris. He had his out. This doesn't look like Jerome though, man. I mean, this looks like somebody's granddad or something that has an afro on. I mean, you get props for the afro, but you don't get props for looking like Jerome. I'm just saying. So that was a very quick Photoshop there, sir. You didn't even change the face of you didn't even change the face. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. So you do have, make no mistake about it, chat. We know that we got the Ask Jerome coming up here. You're able to put in your requests, your voicemails, leave them. 865-234-2255, chat. Leave your requests. You can ask Jerome a question, whether it be about trading or life in general, relationship advice, whatever it is, the funnier the better. And you may or may not get an answer from Jerome on the live streams. Make no mistake about it. So I'm still shocked that his afro is looking malnourished, guys. Looks like it's lacking some nutrients. I'm not gonna lie. That afro looks a little dry. So shout out to Jerome. You do have the mentorship, guys. You're able to apply. We know that we've had people already fill it out and applied for the app, right? DMoneyMentor.com. Make no mistake about it. You're able to get in here and actually fill out the application, chat. You're able to fill it out. And we will continue to scroll through. We're going to pick the best applicant we feel. So if you fill it out, you drop the video, we have it. We're in the middle of putting together a short list. And we're going to try to make a decision by the end of the day tomorrow as far as who's going to be selected to be a part of the D-Money mentorship. Make no mistake about it. You got to love it. All right, so now, so if somebody was talking about longs, chat, right, before. So now you are looking a little better for longs, potentially, right? Because if you notice, we had a swipe of all three EMAs. We had a push right back up with a bullish, basically a bullish pin bar candle. And we were able to get above previous candles highs. So now you could be trying to frame a setup for a long back towards 27,414. Right, that looks better. Right, it looks better now. But when you're getting that selling pressure, just kind of stepping into the market, you're not trying to join that party. So let's see how this candle plays out, chat, on the 5-minute chart. And stop on this trade, if you're long, would be more than likely like 360 area, guys. So it's already running, guys. Before you can even, oh man. So let's see if we get momentum here, chat, or is it gonna stall out and be a fake out, right? So you're targeting these highs, possibly 434 or higher, if they can push it. Had like 10 points right away, to be honest. Those are the trades that you don't like, because when they're automatically in profit, a lot of times you'll get a pullback. So just be mindful of that, guys. Not looking too hot, right? All right, there it is. Let's see if we can get the push up here to 430 area or higher, at least 10 points. So entry was 27,391. Want at least 10 points, right? That would be decent for this time of day. It's almost 12 o'clock. All right, there's 10 points, chat. You gotta love it. Let's see if we can get 15. All right, there it is. There it is, chat. You got over 15 points. You gotta love it. Drop a W in the chat if you took the long there. And guess what, chat? There is right at 20 points on the push. There's almost 20 points on the push. Make no mistake about it. Do they have a little bit more in the tank here? To the upside. All right, there it is. There's 20 points, guys. There's over 20 points. We're going to go ahead and take that time of day. We'll take it. There's a 20-point winner. You got to love it, chat. You got to love it. Somebody said, hey, when was the long it's going to be in play? Well, we just showed you. We just showed you. Make no mistake about it. Be a little cautious here that we're going into the close of a 1 hour candle, chat. So that's why I took it off, right? You had over 20 points, took the trade off. Gotta love it. Somebody said, when's the next trade? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's how you guys treat D-Money. Oh, man. TP Todd, we're going to give you, you know what, sir? We're going to give you a 10-second timeout. You're telling D-Money to skip lunch. We're going to give you a 10-second timeout there, sir. Trying to have D-Money malnourished. We're going to give you a 10-second timeout for not considering D-Money's health. Unreal. So yeah, he got a timeout. He got a timeout, chat. He you know, clearly he does not care about D-Money's well-being. So we gave him a 10-second timeout to think about how harsh that was. Unbelievable, chat. Oh, you gotta love it. $20 points before lunch break. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad trade, chat. We'll take it, right? For 12 o'clock. Why not? So I think I answered the question, right? Somebody was like, oh, like, well, how come you're not just taking along? Well, they were saying that at 11:40 when we were right at the EMAs, and we actually flushed the EMAs to the downside, right? But once you saw this candle get printed with that long bottom wick and you had a nice like bullish hammer form, that's bullish, chat, in my opinion, right? I mean, I'll take that trade all day long. And you're shooting towards that 414 area, even if they're going to pull it back, right? You would say that would be probably an initial target. So that trade worked out. So you got to love it. D-Money, you had me on the first half when you pulled up with the jump souls to the horse game. I was devastated. Hey, you didn't have to be devastated. I was getting prepared. I was getting prepared for the game. So and price now it's having a bit of a retracement, chat, to the downside, right? So that's why you have to be cautious. We know the time of day, chat. The time of day is very important. It doesn't mean that you can't get crazy moves in one direction, but I think you know, you're going to start noticing that, you know, that lunchtime, 11:30, 12 o'clock, 12:30 area, a lot of times price slows down a little bit and you get some of these retracements because price loves to kind of go into a range at certain times of the day. That's just how it is, right? After big moves, etc. So if you didn't take profit at the highs there on the break of 27,400 level up to the 420s, you're not feeling too great right now, right? Maybe you tried to be a little greedy. You were trying to hold this for a bigger play and you're getting a retracement back down. So I hate to say it. If you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little money. Called out multiple trades. You had a lot of opportunity, chat. We're not a signal service. We don't hit buy or sell for you or tell you when to hit buy or sell, but I feel like I dropped a lot of sauce here in the session. You guys saw some trades that worked out. You saw some chop. And I think I've done a pretty good job of kind of talking through what I'm looking for in the market. Oh, man. D-Money don't realize PW went to Cali to practice with the Lakers. D-Money will never win again. Hey, I mean, what do you do, chat? I'm waiting for Denny. I'm waiting to beat Denny down. Cray cray, Willow Ray Ray. If somebody needs somebody to tell them when to hit buy or sell, they probably shouldn't be trading. Yeah. But we know that there's people out there. We're not oblivious, chat, to the fact that there's people that when they hear D-Money or they hear PW say that, you know, they're going long or short. They're make no mistake about it. They're hitting that button. We're not oblivious to that, chat. We can't control that. But we're simply saying that we're not financial advisors. We're not here to provide financial advice, and we're not licensed to do that. So we simply break down what we look for in the market and why we're taking these setups. So that's all. Same trade from 1030. Yeah, I mean, if you, I mean, you right. I mean, you had basically a reversal back up, right? You're kind of getting rejected now, so you can, I mean, you could play it one or two ways. You can map out the level, chat. You can map out this range that we're stuck in and kind of say that, right, this is the level that needs to get kind of broken either direction for momentum to continue. So if they're going to flush these lows now, then you're looking back towards 271 or lower. If we can get back above 27,436, you would be targeting 491 or higher, right? That's just how you got to play it right now. We're stuck in a bit of a range at the moment, right? You can clearly see that. You can, I mean, if you want to draw it across, you can, but I just like to map out the most current kind of areas that's giving us some issues. That's just how the market moves. So there's a lot of new people too. Oh, of course. Yeah, chat. We're like I said, you know, the goal of the channel, the goal of the BDH is to continue to add value to the space and do that by hopefully, you know, help educate in the space, having traders learn how to fish on their own, so to speak, right? So you're not just looking for a signal to hit buy or sell, because that's not going to do you any good, right? Like, I mean, in the long run, to be honest, if you're just listening for a signal. I make my younger brother get up and watch the streams. Hey, let's go. D-Money on his way to Olive Garden to see if he can get an Italian corn dog. LOL. Yeah, Tony Snow, we're gonna give you a timeout for insinuating that D-Money is going to be getting an Italian corn dog, sir. So you got yourself a timeout there for. You got 2 violations, actually. I should have gave you a longer timeout because the first violation was mentioning Olive Garden, and the second one was saying that I was going there for a corn dog. So, oh man. All right, so yeah, I mean, I think we'll see what this afternoon session brings, chat. Hopefully it's going to be decent. We know we had a lot of volatility. We had FOMC yesterday. I took a peek at the earnings. Calendar, and I didn't see. I mean, obviously there's people that are printing today, so you got, you know, some of these other companies, right? Nothing like yesterday though, chat. Nothing like yesterday at all. I mean, yesterday I think was you almost want to mark your calendar, because if that lines up like that again, you know that it's gonna be cray cray with little Ray Ray. So let's see who they have here. Wow, chat, is that accurate? Yeah, you got Apple today, chat. 4:30. Make no mistake about it. So you got Apple reporting today at 4:30, chat. So you're going to get some volatility more than likely for that, depending on what, you know, how they report. You got ScanDisk at 4:05. So definitely Apple, there will be a lot of attention on those numbers. You got, and then you got, you know, I think the closest ScanDisk, obviously, right? So is in there. You got a couple other ones that are reporting, but Apple obviously the biggest player there, it looks like. So keep that in mind. 4:30, you're gonna have some fireworks, so maybe going into the close as well, as the market kind of gets ready for that. Who knows? Rivian at 4. Yeah, you got Rivian as well. I saw that. Where do you see it? Yeah, I use Earnings Whispers, chat. That's when I used to trade stock options. That was the website that I guess I stumbled upon and kind of stuck with it. So earningswhispers.com. Go to that site and then click on the calendar, and you'll see the who's going to be reporting, and then you got the times. So they're scheduled at 4:30. So yeah, you could have, yeah, I see Rivian. Rivian, it says 4 o'clock. So is that going to come out right at 4 or not? That could cause some, you know, kind of reactions in the market, possibly. You gotta love it. Eli, yeah, Eli Lilly's on there as well. I saw that. D-Money, will you ever play in the range based off support and resistance off the EMAs? Yeah, it all depends. But I mean, this, I'm not interested in. I just called out a 20 plus point long, right? So I'm not interested now, the time of day, to kind of diddle in this area now. I'm not really concerned with it. I took a long off of the level back towards, you know, off the EMAs, basically back towards that 414 level. I'm honestly content with that. We'll see what the afternoon brings. Right? So you got 3 accounts here, guys. Lucid Flex accounts. One account's up 1620, the other one's up 1860, and 680 on the third account. So, I mean, I'm more than content with that, guys, to be honest. I mean, that's $4,100, chat. So I don't think I have to push for anything else for this session. We'll see what we can get this afternoon. You got to be smart, chat. Called out multiple trades. So, I mean, you know, 4 or 5 trades minimum I've called out that were winning trades. So there's not much, you know, I don't feel like I missed anything. Yeah. I mean, you know, looking back, you're like, okay, this crazy 5-minute ORB short to the downside. Could I have joined some of that and actually wrote it? Of course, right? But I still was able to capitalize on the days, so I'm not upset about it. Because you know what, chat? A lot of times you look at these crazy momentum 5-minute candles, and the time that you try to join them, that's when you get trapped and it flips back the opposite direction on you, right? That's just how it works. So in hindsight, it always looks great. You know, sometimes you catch the move, sometimes you don't. From the open range standpoint, right? That's just how it is. So D-Money, wait, don't go to lunch. 27,600. Yeah, it's always. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna give you a timeout for trying to tell D-Money not to go to lunch as well. So let me find your comment here. Oh man. There it is. So yeah, we're gonna give you a 10-second timeout, trying to, you know, worried about D-Money's health and his well-being. So got a 10-second timeout, telling D-Money not to go to lunch. Yeah, so I mean, you're getting a pop here back towards the top of that range. You guys can see the box. 27,435 is the area, right? That needs, in my opinion, for bulls to kind of pick up momentum. You want that level to get taken out to the upside. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, chat. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, we rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. My first time out. Tony Snow Trades. Yeah, that's your first one. It might not be the last one because you're having a ball about it, but trying to you know, not worried about D-Money's well-being. Oh man, you gotta love it. Cray, Lil Ray. So there's your 27,432 level, guys. You get into the top of the box, so you know, do the bulls have enough energy to pop these highs and continue higher now towards that 27,491? That's the question. I can't get any W's. Can I get a timeout instead? I mean, listen, if you didn't get any W, I'm always like shocked, chat. When people say that sometimes, maybe they came to the stream late or something. I have no idea, but I'm always shocked. You had at least four to five winning trades that I called out that I took. Talked through multiple setups. So I don't know how you didn't make money, but I'm not sure. I'm always lost. You know, I could see if, you know, maybe you went full margin or something, or you tried to fade DMONEY. If Ginger's handing out timeouts, I'll take one. Oh man. Yeah, I'm a hand washer, chat. I'll say that. Like, I even got my sanitizer on tap, so I'm definitely a hand washer, chat. Make no mistake about it. DMONEY doesn't play around with the germs. First stream I seen where people ask for timeouts. Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, chat. So yeah, not much to write home about. We're still stuck in that range, chat, right? So you need to see us above it for more highs, more continuation, right? For more more longs. About 105 point range we're stuck in. So going into lunchtime, so can be expected. We had massive moves pretty much to the downside and back up. So that could be expected, chat. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what this afternoon. What does that equal for the afternoon session, right? The 2 o'clock to 4. We don't know because we've had moves in both directions pretty aggressively, chat. So we know we got Apple coming up at 4:30. So will the market give us nice momentum in the afternoon? We're gonna find out. Hold on one second, chat. DMONEY, that's why I like you. You narrate the market for us, and between that and reading the candles from what you tell us, I have learned a lot. You're absolutely a great mentor here for us. Hey, Jason, I appreciate the kind words. I definitely try, Chad. I'm not perfect, so doesn't mean every trade's gonna work out. Doesn't mean that, you know, I think sometimes people, you can tell the people, chat, that they don't, maybe they're new to trading and they're, you know, they're upset because you're talking about sometimes two different scenarios that could play out in the market, right? Either bullish or bearish. So they're upset about that. They want to hear you just talk one-sided, right? Oh, you know, we got to stay long. Well, the market doesn't move that way, especially after massive moves, right? You could get retracements. That's just how the market works. So you got to be fluid. And you're constantly trying to decide who's winning the battle, the bulls or the bears. And I try my best to talk through what I see and how I read the market, chat. So you got to love it. I am no one. I'm upset about what we both know. What do we both know? What are you talking about? I am both. Like, what you talking about, Willis? Oh man. It's always somebody, chat. Like it's it's always cray little Ray. We both know it, so you tell me. Well, yeah, what are you? All right, you gone. Goodbye. You gone. So we know that you're gone. Yeah, we know that. So, like what? It's crazy, chat. Sometimes it's like crazy, man. Who knows? But it is what it is. Somebody said that was creepy. Oh boy. Well, what's the launch suggestions, chat? We're at that time. We're getting ready for lunch here, so Canes, yeah, I'm not sure. You know how you got to be in the mood, chat? Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for Canes, to be honest. I do have my daughter today, so I got to figure out, a lot of times my lunch selection, chat, kind of depends on if I have my daughter or not, because, she only eats, she's 2.5, so she's at, she knows what she likes and what she doesn't, clearly. So you have to kind of base it around that, because what I get now kind of impacts what I get later, if that makes any sense, when I have my daughter. So I don't know. We'll see. Taco Bell, yeah, I'm not a Taco Bell kind of guy. Denny's, yeah, I'm not a Denny's guy either. Definitely not a Denny's guy. PDQ, so I love their Buffalo Blue Sauce. Not gonna lie, that thing, the Buffalo Blue Sauce is fire. But I think Cane's, in my opinion, I feel like their tenders are better than PDQ's tenders. And you get the toast at Cane's, right? And I like their sauce. But the Buffalo Blue Sauce, so if Cane's added the Buffalo Blue Sauce as an option, I think it would be more money, right? Popeyes, yeah, not a Popeyes. Not Popeyes. Thank you. You're such a great father, DMONEY. Hey, I appreciate it. I definitely try. It's a huge responsibility, chat. Sometimes you kind of look at your kid and you're like, man, like I'm, literally responsible for somebody else's life, chat. I don't mean to get all sappy on you, but if you think about it, like your kids, if you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're all they have, chat. I mean, obviously there could be other family members and all that. Don't mistake what I'm saying, but they literally, you're all they have. Like, think about that. So it's definitely a big responsibility, chat. Sometimes it's like you think about it. You're like, man, like you want to make sure that you're, trying to get, be a good example, because they actually pick up, chat, on things that you do, things that you say. 2.5 years old, like my daughter will make no mistake about it. She'll repeat things that you say, chat. She'll hear you talking on the phone to somebody and she'll repeat it, like, right? So you got to be cautious of like what you're saying, how you're acting, and all of that, because she's at that age where she's repeating everything. Mine is graduating in May from high school. Enjoy the ride, D. Hormones are crazy. Yeah. I mean, Definitely crazy. She got the right guy for the job. Thank God she didn't get Jerome. Yeah, but there's unfortunately there's 9 baby mamas out there that got Jerome, so I feel bad for them. You gotta love it, or in their case, you gotta hate it, because I know that they're going through it. Oh man, what is this? D, I was looking at my girlfriend the other night when she was sleeping and thought to myself, she's kind of ugly. Wow. Well, you better hope she's not listening to the stream, sir, and she saw your user ID pop up, because you won't be if you're staying at her place, you will not be staying there anymore, sir. So I hope you got a plan B. Hope you got a plan B. I'm that guy's girlfriend, and I can confirm that I'm ugly. Mr. Shadows. So, Mr. Shadows, we're gonna give you a timeout just because, you know, that is just creepy in my opinion. So, we're gonna give you a timeout. I don't know what's going on here, chat. This is that time of day where we get people start to feel a little free here. I haven't quite put my hand on it. I tried to tell PW about it the other day, and he brushed me off about it. He said that it doesn't happen, but I'm telling him that between that 10:30 to 12:30 chat, we get the craziness in the chat. Somebody said ban this buffoon. Oh man, crazy. It's mostly men also talking all zesty. What is going on? Yeah, Chad, I don't know, but the money, I have to clarify that, right? Your choice is your choice out there. Your preference is your preference, right? However, the money rocks strictly with the ladies. Make no mistake about it. Make a little money and get weird, apparently. So there it is, chat. Just kind of hanging out right at that. The funny thing is we're right back to the daily candle level high of yesterday. Critical area, chat, in my opinion. You got any good Jamaican spots near to you? Yeah, so, well, I mean, there's Jerk in Miami that, you know, obviously I'm not going to go there for lunch. Got to come back and rock out at 2 o'clock, so that's not going to happen. But, Chad, if you got some good Jamaican spots, if you know some good Jamaican spots in the South Florida area, drop them in the chat. Let me know. Yeah, we're not even gonna scale trading. We're not even gonna acknowledge your comment. We're just gonna give you a timeout, sir, for the violation. So we're gonna give you a 5-minute timeout. You'll be out of here until 2 o'clock. You won't be able to come back to the stream until 2 o'clock, sir. So great crate with Lil Ray Ray. Have you ever tried Trini restaurants? No, I have not. You got any good recommendations? This is the best stream on YouTube and also the weirdest. Yeah, you're saying because of the chat. The chat gets a little cray-cray in here after 10:30 for some reason. We don't know. Everybody's typically well behaved until about 10:30, 11 o'clock. That's when the screws come loose. So haven't quite put my finger on it. I tried to tell PW and he said that I was crazy. So there's a fire Jamaican restaurant in Fort Lauderdale. It's called Montego Olive Garden. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. I saw a pan. Was it Pan Fire? Yeah, might have to check that out. I'm about to check it out, chat. All right, so if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Donna's, yeah, I've been to Donna's. You got to get it. The thing is, it needs to be fresh, chat, right? You got to catch it while it's fresh. So, I mean, that's just like any other food. Don't get me wrong, but you got to catch it when it's fresh. That's all. Get yourself a Cuban steak sandwich. From where? You got to drop the chat. You can't just say what to get. You got to drop a spot, right? You got to drop a location. D-Money wants the options. I'm a foodie, Chad. I'm not going to lie. I'm a foodie. So I'm a fan of, I'm a believer, chat, that if you're going to spend the money on food, it needs to be good food, right? Like, I don't. Footy? No, foodie. Foodie. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Little Havana. Yeah, that's can't make that drive right now though. Yeah, footy. I'm like, what is it? Key West Cuban off of US 1 across from Pompano, from the Pompano Airport. You know where that place is, Ginger? Key West Cuban. Shout out to Jesus for the Key West Cuban recommendation off of US 1 across from the Pompano Airport. Looks like they got a 4.6 rating, so you might be onto something there, sir. Yeah. Ethos Greek Bistro. Yeah, that's 17th Street though. That's I mean, I'm familiar with that. Obviously 17th Street, right? That's about you can take that straight to the beach and all that. So that's pretty close to my, obviously I live downtown Fort Lauderdale, guys, so I'm familiar with that area. So that's not gonna happen for lunch though, right? You're not fighting 95 traffic to go south to come back north, all by 2 o'clock. That's nonsense. Not gonna happen. Gores, you ever put ketchup on feet? Yeah, we're gonna give you a timeout, sir. What is going on here? Talking about ketchup on feet. We're gonna give you a timeout. You're gonna get a 5-minute timeout. You won't be able to come back until 2 o'clock, the 2 o'clock stream, sir. Unreal. Ketchup on feet. What is going on here? Oh boy. That's a timeout emoji. Yeah, something. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here, guys. Apex 90% off using the code PW. We'll be back today at 2 o'clock. Make no mistake about it. We'll see what the afternoon brings. Hopefully it'll be decent price action and be able to capitalize on some movement in the market. Got Apple reporting today at 4:30, so we know that. So on the way out, if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We out here trying to make a little money. That's it. So we will be back, chat. $2 o'clock. Until then, we gone.